Hello guys, welcome to Java Developers YouTube channel. In yesterday's class, we had seen about tables topic has been completed with one example. Today we are going to discuss about the forms in HTML. Okay, forms is nothing but taking the end user inputs and processing that, and that will be connected to the particular server for the storage purpose or for the any registration purpose or getting of data. That may be the login credentials, that may be applying for the something or booking for something. That include the forms is nothing but taking the end user data electronically and giving the back the response what they want. Okay, that's all about forms in HTML. We will do coding. Open the VS Code. Okay, create a file like forms.html and just generate the boilerplate by clicking shift and 1 simultaneously and press the enter. Change the title name as forms. Okay, let's see the form syntax first of all. Just take the form tag. Okay, form tag is the paid tag, that means opening and closing is present for that, and you have the two attributes like action and method. Okay, as a method will consisting get and post, action will be used for the connecting of data to the backend. Okay, we will see the actual definitions for that. I mean, for action where data should go. Okay, after typing data in the form, after submitting where it has to go, you have to say that in action attribute. Okay, save.php, it's a backend file that we created, and it goes to that particular file and it will hit the server and it will get back the results. Okay, whether it's submitted or user is requesting some data. Okay, based on the requirement. Okay, what are methods? How data should be sent. Okay, how we have to send the data. Either it may be the post or it may be the get. Okay, get means if you want to get some data. Okay, if you want to view that data. Okay, post means we have to post our data. Okay, we will see that when we are connecting with the advanced topics of backend topics, we will go through that. Okay, I mean it can be done in many ways, like using Python or Java. As I had a playlist of Java, we are going to do that by using servlets. Okay, servlets is a advanced concept of Java. We are going to start that in future classes. Presently we are having core Java concepts. After that we go for the servlets. Okay, there I will explain clearly what is action and method. Up to that, just remember that these are the two attributes in the forms. As an action used to connect with the backend, as a method it will consist in get and post. If you want to get the data, you can get that by using the method. If you want to send data, you can use post. Okay, then syntax. Okay, you will having you will be having one label. Okay, label for name. Okay, just write name and name. Okay, after that input type what text, and what is the name, that should be name, and id is not used. Okay, during the JavaScript concept we will go through the ids. Okay, ids and classes will be used to fetch that. Okay, are by using the tags. Okay, that's the topic of DOM manipulations we will go through when we are reaching the JavaScript, or at the time we will go for that. Okay, if I run this code, okay, if I run this code, go live, it was starting in the server of 5500. Okay, okay, this is the output what we get. Okay, basically it's a label tag used to give the naming. Okay, and whereas input type you can type like, okay, like this. Okay, and we will see that. Okay, first we will see the code, we will write the code, then we go for other things. Okay, just take another label tag for the password. Okay, for the password. Okay, just give password Just take the input type as password and name as password. Okay, and let's take another label. Okay, there are, the data will be taking based on these inputs. Okay, input is a non-paid tag because opening is there but closing is not there. Okay, and label for phone number. Okay, you can give like mobile number. Okay, then take the input, then take number. Okay, and let's take label for what. Let's take gender. Okay, let's take gender. Okay, let's take input type as radio. Okay, input type as radio, name is equals to male, and here no use of IDs but it was getting default. Just go through the value. um Value equals to male. Okay, name is equals to, just put it as gender. Okay, just take input type as radio, take the name as gender, and remove the ID we are not using currently, and value is equals to female. Let's look the output. Okay, as we are getting this, yes, it's working. But before going to that, you have to use male and you can use female. Okay, and if I want to get that in separate lines, already we know that uh, we are aware of BRs, right? Breaking tags. Okay, let's take BR. Okay, you will see that like this. Okay, or you can use another BR. Okay, yeah, you can do like this. I mean, selection of male, it should not select the female, automatically it should go off. Okay, that's the things. And what will be the another thing, like what are the input types user can take it? Hmm? Just you will be having like label for file. Okay, file, and just file, and input type, just make it as file type. Okay, you will be getting that. Okay, file is not selected. If you want to select, then browse it. Okay, next let's take br into 2. Okay, just copy this brs, further usage, and label for range. Okay, it's all about range, and the input type is range. Okay, okay, if you are using radio, you will get this, I mean, circle like structure. If you want to get that, you can get it by using radio. If the input type is file, you can get the type file type. If you are using range, you will get the range. I mean, this is a toggle, right? Yeah, about this. Okay, and after that you can use select name for country, or you can use countries, and inside the select, just use the option. Okay, what is the option? Just use um select. Okay, select country. Okay, and you can take another option like ind. Let's mention as India, and US, let's mention as USA, and you can mention UK, and you can have Russia. Okay, yeah, if you see that, you will get the drop down like. Okay, just see here, you will get like this. Okay, if I want to yeah, you can write it here, select It was not getting. Countries. Okay, just use it here. Yeah, okay, this is the countries, and if you want to select, or you can use select countries too. Okay, and drop down menu is created here. Okay, and you will be having like label, sorry, label, label for time. You can use time or input type. You will be having multiple. If you are removing that and control space, you will get date time. Okay, and date time you can also replace by date time. Okay, and if you see this, and if you paste it, sorry, br into 2. Okay, br into 2, and you will see that date and time here. Sorry, so it was not working where you are included. Okay, sorry, how to include here too. Okay, just wait. And if I use time, okay, no issue. And just label for, okay, you will be having multiple types here. Just we use 3 here only. Okay, input type, date, time, and you can use input type, date, time, local. We'll see the difference. Okay, I mean here if you want to enter that, and by default you can select, okay, like this. Okay, you will be having the 3 types, and better to use date, time as local. Okay, after that, if you want to insert the image, right, like photos, and I mean that can be done by using, I think it can be a change if not getting anything like that. Okay, you can use like files is completed, yeah, image, yeah, photo submit query. What does mean by this? Okay, mm, instead of that take other things. Okay, and url, if you want to take the url here. Okay, if you want to take url, you can write here. You can enter any url, and some more like input. You can have the tell. Okay, tell user to give the number. Okay, I was used here number, but it's not correct. We have to use this, and during the number, I mean phone number entrance, entering time, we have to use type is tell. Okay, it enters the telephone numbers. Okay, and just mention value. Okay, and where is that? Okay, it's url. Just take url. After completing url, I want to take another thing like br, and just take input type. Okay, and you can take month. Okay, just take the month, and if you want to enter the month, you can enter. Okay, if you want to enter the month, you can enter that too. Okay, let's take input type. And okay, almost we had covered all that. Okay, we have issue with the image, right? It has to take, but maybe submit the query, it was saying it. Okay, okay, we will see that further. And up to here is finished. Okay, let's use text area. Okay, as this stands for the text area, write data. or you can use write. Okay, just use br into 2. Okay, nothing will be happen. Or you can use like, don't use uppercase, br into 2. Okay, it was getting like that. After a month I have to write brs. Yeah, this is the various type of inputs. Okay, and if you want to use like, you will be having another attribute like placeholder. Okay, enter the name. Okay, you can use like placeholder, enter the password. Okay, and you can use the placeholder inside the input tag, like enter the mobile number. Okay, if you see that output, it will says that, okay, it will says that enter the name and enter the password and enter the mobile number. Okay, these are the some things you are going to get. Okay, yeah, we have seen up to the text area. We will see that about image. Okay, just label for image and write image input type is equals to image. If you want, if you are placing the type is image, okay, we have the source attribute. In that open the Chrome. Okay, then search for images, I mean type nature images for html, images for html. Just go for pixels or any website you wish like to go, you can go there. Okay, we need to copy the image address. Okay, that's our requirement. Okay, or just go for the unsplash website and copy the image address, then go for the vscode and in src paste that. I think we get the image or not. Just control a and control s, sorry, control a, and format the document. The prettier will be working fine here. Okay, then if you run this, open with the live server. Okay, it was opened, yeah, but size is more, so I want to decrease its size. That is height is equals to 200. Okay, and width is equals to 300. Okay, and how we have to use this input type of image is completed. Next we have two more types, like input type is equals to submit. Okay, input type is equals to submit, I mean you will get the submit button. Okay, and if you can use value to click me. Okay, or click me. Okay, and you will get the button. Okay, it will working. Okay, after clicking on that, it will reloading to the same page. Okay, and next input type is equals to reset. Okay, then use the value and set the name for that is reset. Okay, you will be having reset and button, both buttons are presented. Okay, the syntax for the submit button is input type is submit, for the reset the type is reset. Okay, these are the some of the types of input types for the forms. Okay, the basic in action we have to place the backend connection file name where after submitting the data where it has to grow, I mean where it has to go, and method is that if you want to get the data, if you want to send the data, you can use that too. Okay, for the login we are going to use um we need getting of data, right? As because as a credentials match we need to fetch the website, that means it's getting of data. I think so. And if you want to send any data, I mean if you're filling any online application form, there the method type is send. Okay, and these are the introduction for the forms. Okay, one second, and we will look more. You can use field set. Okay, you can use field set. Inside field set, use the legend. Inside the legend, this is intro for forms. Okay, after that you can copy it and you can paste it. You will get this is the intro for the forms. Okay, or you can use here, you can use like h12 for enlargement. You can use h3 and paste it. Okay, it's working fine, right? I mean you will get in the box. And if you want to set that, just inside go and apply in inline css style text align center, and it will be redirected to the center. No, it was not moving. Okay, so apply here. Yeah, we need to apply for the legend. Okay, not for the style tag, I mean not for the h3 tag. Okay, style is the parent, right? Yeah. Okay, now apply this and you will get the box like structure, and we have completed the form. But here one disadvantage is that alignment is not proper. Okay, here alignment is not in a good way. I mean name, you are getting the box, and password, you are getting the box, and alignment of these left side and right side boxes is not in a proper manner. Okay, and that can be, we will learn that in our upcoming class, that is next class, how to set the proper alignments on the left and right. We will look tomorrow. And if you have any doubts, just comment me below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel.